What's up, y'all? It's your boy QEP, my pal Derek Dunn from Reviews and Done. We just got out of the press screening for SISU, Road to Revenge. Initial thoughts coming out the joint. Derek.
Mindless, action, violent, over the top. Had a blast.
Hell yeah. If you love action, SISU delivers. I never saw the first joint. Did you see it?
Yeah.
I got it. Was it like what we saw?
Yeah. Just like what we saw.
Oh, I gotta tune in. Yeah, if you like John Wick style fun, old dude just killing it. That's what this is. And what's crazy about this film, I don't know about you, bro, but when I first saw like the initial Sisu, I thought it was Stephen Lang from Avatar. And what do they do for part two? They give us Stephen Lang as the guy he goes against.
It's obviously Stephen Lang on screen.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I recommend. Derek, do you recommend?
Yep. And horror fans, look for a blink and you miss a cameo from Michael Berryman from The Hills Have Eyes.
Dope. Oh, I didn't even notice that. So full review is coming to Reviews and Done, and you're on the NRW. I'm gonna have a review. Probably have my boy come on there with me to do the video review. But there you go. Those are thoughts. SISU Road to Revenge coming soon. What's up, y'all? It's your boy QP and my pal Derek Dunn from Reviews and Done, here to talk SISU Road to Revenge. As you saw earlier, my man Derek and I, we went to an AMC unseen screening for this film. It was my first time checking out this SISU franchise. I saw bits and pieces of the first SISU, but I want to give a shout out to Derek when this was provided for us to go and see, because AMC, again, these unseens, you don't know what you're seeing, but my man Derek has, I think, the tap on what's happening. So I appreciate you, Derek, because yeah, I was curious when I saw the trailer, like, oh man, this looks cool. I've been meaning to go back see the original SISU. I still haven't done it yet, so that's on my to-do list still. And maybe I'll hit up Derek to see if he wants to review the first one. But thank you again, Derek, for tapping in on that. You saw our initial thoughts for the film, but we're now going to expand and give you our full review for SISU Road to Revenge. But before we do that, let's check out the trailer, Derek, for SISU Road to Revenge. Here we go.
Yegor Dragonov, you killed hundreds of civilians, including the family of a Finnish commando who took revenge and became a legend. The legend entered Soviet Union 10 hours ago. I'm sending you to clean up your mess.
I think the legend has been homesick. Go on.
They're saying I lit the fire in you. I will put it out. You are a mistake, an aberration.
I will show you that there are worse things than death. You stubborn motherfucker. Unleash hell.
You are going to be buried in the frozen ground, like the rest of your family.
SISU Road to Revenge. Hopefully by the time you see this, it's still in theaters. Go check it out. Yeah, man, crazy. I'm gonna give you a little bit about the story. You pretty got it from the trailer, as well as some of the cast. But we have what is the guy's name? Horma Tommila, and my apologies if I'm pronouncing it wrong, plays a Tommy Corpy, who is going back to Soviet era Finland. The Soviet Union have now taken over this part of Finland, and he wants to move his home to unoccupied territory to Finland. He's a Finnish soldier, and this man cannot feel pain for some reason. Just goes through it. This is a straightforward action film. I highly recommend it to my action fan friends out there. He is going to Soviet dominated Finland to bring his home to the new country, but he's being tracked by this Red Army commander played by Stephen Lang, who plays Yegor Dragunov, and as well as Richard Brake, who's another KGB officer that are hot on his heels to stop him. Because of all of the people he's killed in the past that you saw from the first SISU. Again, I hadn't seen it, but I'm ready to dive into that one. So that's your basic story there. Director, writer, Jalmari Helander is on those chores. Again, stars Jorma Tommila, Stephen Lang, Richard Brake. There's a laundry list of cast and crew. As I like to say, while I may highlight these few, it takes a village to create a film. I know that as a filmmaker. So props to everybody, both on screen and off screen. They did the damn thing. They put their foot in this joint. SISU, Road to Revenge. Let's now get into our thoughts. But initial thoughts, let me toss it to you, Derek. What were your thoughts coming into this? I know you saw the first one, and then you got me to ride along to check out this Road to Revenge going into this one when they announced it, and then let's get into the review. Let me toss it to you, my brother. What did you think of SISU and now heading into Road to Revenge with those initial thoughts?
Man, that's a bad white boy.
He's a bad white boy, bro.
And again, with SISU, how they do it, I mean, it's over the top. Some of the stuff you just gotta like shake your head for disbelief. But again, the director, his strength is almost kind of like John Wick. It is over the top, but it still has a sense of realism to it. And for me, watching this one and the first one, thinking back on, I know, being a vet, some of my homes were Rangers and everything. And when you're trained to be a killer in the services, that won't quit attitude is just, you don't lose it. And literally, this man is not gonna quit. He's peaceful. He's going about his business. Y'all keep fucking with him. And this is what happens. Like, I mean, the entire film, you're just like, leave this man alone. Just let him go bury. Let him go build his house.
Let that man live.
And, Richard Brake is kind of like, yeah, well, he did this and everything. All right, so I don't care how badass you are. If a motherfucker tells you, excuse my language, that he took out half a damn army by his damn self, you're already locked up. And you're like, yeah, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to be the one to take him out. Like, nah, bro. Just
son.
Let it go. Let it go. And I mean, because in the theater, we were just like, every single kill is like, it's better than the next one. Especially, if you guys have seen the one scene to where he has the logs, he stops his vehicle that he's driving, sets up the log for the plane to go crash, and y'all are still going after this man. Like, this dude does not care. He is going, leave him alone. He is a next level killer. Like, let it go. Just seriously. But I mean, I highly enjoyed it. There's online chatter with the director. Name escapes me right now, but he's somebody that if Marvel would actually like really want to go dark again, he's the type of person that you want to see take on like a Punisher film or some of their darker like storylines, because the way he does his violence, again, it's over the top, but it's still somewhat believable. I don't think it's into CGI. I mean, I think he's really into stunts and old school style action filmmaking. So hopefully Disney's watching this and you guys take that in consideration.
Shout out to Jalmari Helander.
Yeah, Jalmari Helander. Yeah. And then, of course, Stephen Lang has been a personal favorite, being a bad guy going all the way back to 91 with The Hard Way. And I mean, Stephen Lang is one of those few guys that it's like, even though you can argue that he's being typecasted, he always delivers a good bad guy performance, because what he does here is totally different from what he does in Avatar. and totally different what did in the hard way. Like he doesn't have like over the top zingers. He's menacing. He's just like he's determined. But Stephen Lang's probably one of the great antagonists that doesn't get enough shine from the mainstream, in my opinion. Cinephiles, yeah, we love Stephen Lang, but the mainstream, they don't get that man his flowers enough.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So those are your thoughts, Derek? Yep. All right. For me, okay, I never saw the first Sisu, but I wanted to and plan to. But again, and I'm sure Derek can attest to this. As reviewers, we have a lot to watch and prep for an interview. So, a lot of what we watch isn't always the stuff we do it for. It's a work thing. You know what I'm saying? We watch it for work, and we have to make time for that. And so a lot of times the stuff that we in particular want to see kind of gets pushed to the side. And so Sisu has always been one of those that been meaning to get back to, just never got around to it. But now, because I saw this, and again, I want to give Derek some love, and I appreciate you for hitting me up that this was available. I'm so ready to dive even more to go back and see the first Sisu. I had a lot of fun with this. Shout out to writer-director Jalmari Helander. And again, my apologies if I'm mispronouncing the name. And Jorma Tommila, who's our lead guy. Again, I think I want to say Sisu is his name, but that's the name of the film. It's Sisu's a way of life, if you will. He plays Autumn Corpy. Just good stuff. Again, I've been meaning to Sisu, but what was very interesting to me in particular, again, I hadn't seen the first Sisu, but when I first saw the trailer for Sisu, not knowing the actor Jorma Tommila, when I first saw it, not saying all white people look alike, this is going to sound very racist of me, but I thought that was Stephen Lang in this lead role, because I love me some Stephen Lang. He's the white dude in Avatar, and I'll say it, the brother passes for that guy, and at first, that's what I thought. Not knowing is this Jorma Tommila, who's fat, who's amazing. But so when this came along, and I saw Stephen Lang up there in the trailer, I was like, yo, maybe the same people thought that I thought, and they're like, let's have the two of them battle. And I was like, love and life. I'm like, okay, Stephen Lang's now in this series. Dope. And and they both give great performances. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. It felt like a comic book. I'm a comic book head. Y'all know, if y'all watch NRW, I'm a former. Well, I was going to say former, but because it's been a minute since I've written a new comic. But I write and publish comic books. I did quite a bit. Managed a studio. This feels like a comic book film. Jorma is a straight up action guy. He doesn't really have to deliver a lot of lines, but I'm sure he can. But you're not here for Shakespeare. You're here for action. And if you're a John Wick style head, this is like John Wick, but for older folks. And like my man Derek said, these white boys get down, and old white boys, and they are killing it, and they're crazy. Every action, every death, it tops the other. It's a lot of fun, man. And this is just one of those films where you want to turn everything off and just enjoy what they're putting up there on the screen. And I cannot wait to see this film again and dive back into the OG joint. This was fun, man, and just a good time for me. And I encourage everybody to go check it out, as well as the first one. Any other thoughts on Sisu Road to Revenge, Derek?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, mindless action entertainment, solid sequel, never overstays its welcome, but only 95 minutes, if that. I mean, literally, it's like it starts off, and then they don't waste any time getting to the ass kicking. And then it's just a straight through, violent time. And they give us enough backstory on the main guy's character, with his family passing away, but they really don't dwell too much into that. And I appreciate that because, us both being vets and everything, it could have been handled like, wrongly with some exposition about his regrets and everything, but they do enough to where you see it in his face. He looks at the photo. He's clearly still grieving, but he knows that to get his peace, he has to go and rebuild the house. And that's just enough. You don't need nothing else. No long flashbacks, no cheesy music, just enough to you feel his pain and then, set up the ass kicking. Plain and simple.
All right. Thank you, Derek. As always, man, I appreciate you. Go to Reviews and Done. I'm gonna have Derek's links in the description below so you can support him. Check out his written reviews. I'm sure he's expanding out with more in that material. So go check my brother out. Follow, subscribe, do all the things. I gotta ask you one more question, Derek, before we get up out of here. And I don't think this is really a spoiler. So because it's a part 2. If people watch films, we've had plenty of John Wicks. We now have a part 2, SISU. This man goes through it. Can you see a 3 now? And do you have any idea where you'd like to go with the story? And that's not without too much spoiling where this leads off. I think you could talk about a 3, and
So
without this being a spoiler, where we could. Would you want to see this man go through it again?
Yeah, I mean, if they do a 3, again, I would have it to where he's kind of at peace, and I would go the Rambo route, the 4th one, basically to where he's living his life, he's retired, a little bit older, and let's just say that there's like he has his land, he's mysterious, and he has like the respect of the community. Mr.
Right. We have the
Sisu,
family, the community element now that
we don't bother him.
Yeah.
And then something happens to the kids in the community or like the teacher, and then the people are trying to invade the territory, and then he once again, he comes out of retirement to do what he has to do. I mean, I think that would probably work, well enough. Because again, like looking back on Rambo in 2008 with Stallone, like that was the perfect little setup. He's peaceful, he doesn't want to be bothered, but you keep fucking with this man. He has to go out and do what he does.
I love it, man. Well, if they do a 3, bro, we got to do that together, man. Because this film's a lot of fun, and I'd love to see it with you, bro.
Most definitely.
So again, thanks for the shout out to let me know that it was running so we could check it. Everybody, CC Road to Revenge, go check it out. That's my man Derek Dunn. Show him love. Again, all his links in the description below. Go check out his full written review. You're on NRW. Go see our interviews, reviews, all things. Again, we appreciate y'all. Derek Dunn, Kuya P, Nerds Rule the World. Peace.